And I'm going to record. Yeah, I'm recording it too, so that if you want to go back to it, you can.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. So tell me where we're starting, where we're going.
Okay, so for a lot of times I have scenes that are like with other people one-on-one, and those are way shorter lines, easy to pick up, and when you make videos for other people, it will clue me in on how you're signing things.
Okay.
So that isn't a big deal. The big issue comes with monologues.
Monologues.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where
And you have weird monologues where you're like, let me just like extrapolate and just share my thoughts and think out loud and whatever, right?
yeah, which you know, is very fun for a children's book. Less fun for me to be like, I have to say this in sign language.
Luckily, your Alice is really good, so that helps. Like, she's super good, so yay for that.
And she speaks slowly. She doesn't speak at the speed of light like Tinkerbell did. Like, that's really what I was afraid of.
Yes. Also scary.
Yeah. So the first monologue I have marked down is on page 12.
12, I've got it here. Very nice indeed. That one.
Yeah. Most of it makes sense. There's just a lot of like visual metaphors that I don't know how to do in sign language if there's a way to do it.
Yeah. So she's talking about how it tastes. So you could do nice or you could do good. I mean, you could do any sort of sign that indicates that it's something that tastes positive. Ooh, good. You know, like whatever you want to do that's like it's tasty. I like it, or ooh, love that, whatever. Well, here goes the telescope again. I feel myself shrinking again, right? Because is she shrinking here? And then she says, afraid, shrink so much, candle blowing out, right? And I don't want to go out. Get afraid, don't want, right? So just do a combination of afraid and don't want. Then I'd never get through to that lovely garden. If die, if shrink too much, never arrive garden, right? And garden is technically touch flowers and then land. But if you've got to do it quickly, just kind of do the flower as holding that position and make it the land. And then you'll still convey garden.
Yeah, I have signed arrived more in this script than I have ever before.
I believe that. And I have translated things as arrived in this script a whole lot for other characters too. Okay, so then eat me. Oh, I do love currant cake. Okay, if you've got quotes there like that eat me, I would put that in quotes because otherwise it's weird, right? Quotes, eat me. Oh, okay. I like currant cake. I would just do the cake. I like cake. Well, I never, a bit of currant cake and I'll go back to normal size or maybe even bigger. Eat will grow, maybe even bigger, right? Just show it continuing to grow. This is all such nonsense that as long as you're showing that growing is happening, and you could even do it without this hand here, you could even be like, grow, just showing it bigger and bigger as opposed to like your size. Bigger. Never get through the garden. We did that. Never, right? First, I'm tall as a house, right? Then small like a mouse.
How did you sign mouse again?
Mouse, the whiskers.
Oh, okay.
But not like a cat's whiskers, just with one finger because it's smaller. Whiskers. I have a bad tendency of signing it with an M, but that's very Englishy, and people here don't do that. They just do the finger.
Okay. I've learned so many animal signs.
I know, right? There are so many animals in this show, right? So mouse. Getting curiouser and curiouser. You can do strange, you can do curious, you know, whichever you want to do is fine. Strange, curious, same thing. Indeed, it is.
My question for that bit is for curiouser and curiouser. Do I need to sign strange more than once or just do one strange? Just because she might take her time with it.
Really strange, right? So get that truly in there that's sort of your intensifier to make it even more so truly strange. So get a true in there, but you don't have to do it more than once. However you do it, strange or curious or whatever, truly curious, truly strange is fine. And then, and then, oh yes, the deer, I can't remember why I I must stop crying though. Why start? Oh, yes, yes, yes. The garden, right? I wouldn't do deer garden, but the deer garden with flowers, you've already signed flowers as a part of garden. So garden as opposed to like farm, and fountains. We talked about fountains. I shall never see, or however you want to sign C. And where's the white rabbit? Right?
So for the show, are we signing white rabbit all the time or just rabbit?
You don't have to, because here's what I am doing that'll help you out. We're signing white rabbit here, and we're signing March hare here. So white rabbit, March hare.
Okay. I
So
just
that way
noticed
we
that
don't-
I've never referred to the rabbit as anything other than white rabbit. So if I lost the white
Mhm.
rabbit, would it be a problem?
No problem. He's here.
Okay.
This is the white rabbit. This is the March hare. You have 2 rabbits in the show, but one is a hare and one is a rabbit. So since the white rabbit is more prominent, I'm doing him here, and we're doing the hare here.
Okay, thank you.
That, because I've needed to disambiguate that some way. So I just thought we'll use the 2 signs for rabbit and we'll be fine. How rude of him to vanish. Terrible that he vanished. You know, I hate the sign for rude. It's always wrong to me. How rude of him to vanish. He must have known I was following him, right? Just show the 2 people following. You could even do, yeah, just do it as a person sign. I was gonna say you could do it as a rabbit, like as you could do the ears for the rabbit following him, but I would just go ahead and do following so people aren't trying to figure out what you're doing. Don't know where I am, where I'm going, or how to get there. There's another one of those arrives. I'm shutting up again, shrinking again, shrinking, I'm shrinking, I'm shrinking. I didn't eat a bite. I didn't drink a drop. Just shake your head no while you sign it. Must be, are you ready for system? In my system, the way you sign that is take your 2 open hands, come out to S's and down. Must be in my system. And that's too high. It needs to be over like your body. Like literally put the S's above your boobs and go down.
Okay.
It's like your body's system. It could be a little over your boobs, but like that area, like upper torso to lower torso.
That's a fun sign I've never seen before.
It's kind of cool. It's not like systems like computer systems normally, although you do see people sign computer systems and they'll put it out here. It's like your body's systems.
Okay.
Yeah. I must run. I would do run away here. I must run. I don't know where or why. Must run away. Taste. Oh, it's salt water. It's salt water. Taste, salt water. Do you know the sign for salt?
No.
Salt. It's like sit, but look, you're like, yeah, that's salting something. Salt water. Taste salt water, or even just taste. It tastes salty, right? Salt.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you've got you and the mouse, which you'll
Well,
have.
Actually, I would like to quickly go back to page 11.
Yep. What's on there?
Because the final line, I just considering what happened.
The oh dear, what a pity.
Yeah, just
Okay.
that bit, because I could do not impossible, but I didn't know the sign for possible, and it felt weird to use a double negative.
Okay, so there is a sign for impossible. So first of all, what a pity. We're gonna do this. Like we're gonna do this a lot. Like there's a lot of pitying that's going on. Oh, what a pity, right? So impossible, you can sign 2 ways. You can either take a Y and strike it twice with your hand. That's impossible. Impossible. Or you can sign can't twice. Impossible.
Okay.
So impossible, impossible. I know we avoid negatives, but that one's an easy one.
Well, here's the thing. I knew the sign for impossible. I didn't know the sign for possible, because what it's saying is, I don't think it's impossible. I don't think it's impossible that I can shrink far enough. Like, consider what's happening so far today. I don't really think shutting up like a telescope is all that impossible.
Okay, so it's a double negative, in which case you want to do possible. Can.
Okay, thank you.
And I would sign maybe I can shut up, and I would just show it like, smashing.
Okay. Yeah, that was really it. I wanted to check about that one.
Okay.
And then the next monologue, is sorry, there's a lot of scenes.
I know.
Um,
And ask me about any of them. I just know that you know enough that you probably, a lot of this you don't need me on. So
yeah. Page 23, that
okay.
last little like talking about the baby.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever am I to do with this dear little baby? And it's the pig, right?
Yep.
There. I certainly shan't treat you as roughly as the Duchess did. Now, rockabye baby, what a strange looking child. I do believe he somewhat resembles a pig. Okay.
If it helps, the other Alice is holding the baby in her arms at this moment, and I'm standing next to her. So if blocking wise I need to gesture at the baby, it's right there.
Okay, because otherwise we're gonna like put the baby in your arms and have you sign. Let me angle this down so you can see my arms a little bit more. Okay, so what am I gonna do with this dear little baby? Okay, there. When you do there to a baby, you hold the baby as if it's here, and you do your mercy finger, your pity finger this way. There, right? Poor baby. There. Me sweeter than Duchess. Okay, because you're making a
How'd you
comparison.
sign
Than.
Okay.
Me sweeter than Duchess. And you don't use that sign a lot, but in this case, it's where, you know, you could do comparison or you could do than. It's very English, but you could sign me sweeter compared to Duchess, or you could do me sweeter than Duchess. Either one is fine.
Okay.
And then let's see. Okay, now we're gonna go back to the baby. Now, pity, rockabye baby. Strange. So do strange and then point like you're pointing to the baby, or you can point at what she's holding. Strange looking, and then like point at it, and then believe looks like a pig, right? So that's pig. Sure, oink oink.
Okay.
Okay.
Then I want to get through the monologues maybe, and then for individual scenes, it depends on other people puns.
Right. I'm gonna after we're done with this, I'm gonna record one of them because I need to get caught up.
Actually, this question isn't a monologue, but are we signing a difference between rose and flower for the queen scene?
Probably not. I mean, rose would be a flower with an R, which is a really common English sign, but we'll probably just sign flowers unless we have to. The only time we would do it is if there's a sentence with flower and rose in the same sentence.
Okay. I didn't know what the sign for rose was, so I wanted to be prepared in case it was a wild sign.
It's the same as flower, but with an R. The problem is it looks a lot like restaurant, right? Which is at the mouth. So rose is under the eyes, like flower. Restaurant is right here. So if we can avoid signing it, we will, but you know.
Yeah. The next monologue I see is on page 47.
Ooh. A long lamp. All right. This has got to be where she is. Okay, I should have guessed. No conditional terms in sign language. I should have guessed. Oh, come on. It's not behaving for me. I should have guessed. Such a wondrous place. Okay, yes, that's the rule. Should have guessed. Okay, so in that case, you're gonna say, I should have guessed. It's gonna be, of course it is, like naturally, right? So take your N, make naturally. I should have guessed, of course. Truly wonderful place. And if you miss the truly, that's fine. Wonderful place. I'll not soon forget it. Just sign never forget it, or you can sign forget never, whichever one's easier. People think me dreaming, or even people think dreaming. Okay. Except Dinah, and Dinah's going to be signed a D cat, because we do that all the time. Dinah will believe me, right? I'll explain, I'll tell her. So we're going to do explain how I followed a little white rabbit down, white rabbit who calls me Mary Ann. So wrong name. So I
Wrong name.
followed a white rabbit. Wrong names me wrong. Okay.
Okay.
Calls me the wrong name, names me wrong.
Earlier in the script, when we have all of the Marianne jokes,
Yeah.
will I have to fingerspell Marianne?
No, because you wouldn't be the one calling Marianne, right?
Yeah, but there's multiple times where Alice is like, I'm not Marianne, I'm Alice.
So what we're gonna do is have two different name signs. So this is gonna be Alice, and then we're gonna just do like, no, probably not do Marianne there. I've got to figure out where we can do Marianne, where it would make sense. It might be Marianne, like Marianne here, because, or maybe Marianne here as a girl, Marianne, and then versus Alice. And so you would just do, we'll just explain the name signs in advance. I don't like having to do name signs during a show because it's too convoluted.
Okay. Just wanted to check on that one.
Yeah. No, just worry about Alice and maybe do Marianne, M-A right here, Marianne.
Okay.
Your chin. Okay, so let's see. Rabbit names me wrong. And then I swam with a mouse through tears. Just do through the tears. Through my tears. That way you got the my own already. Through a pool of tears, my own. Does sound like a bit of a daydream. Seems like a dream. So seems dream. Never mind. Doesn't matter. Dinah will love it. Dinah will love it. The Hatter. So Hatter is going to be, you're bringing the hat down and then you're going up. The Hatter and the March Hare and that tea party that goes on and on. And yes, the Duchess's baby who turned into a pig. That'll make Dinah laugh. And if you miss some of these, don't worry about it. This is really just a summary of the show, right? That'll make Dinah laugh or at least smile. Like the Cheshire Cat, right? And Cheshire Cat is you make the sign for cat and smile. Cheshire Cat. So much to remember. The Griffin, signing eagle here, the Griffin and the Mock Turtle and that very strange croquet game. And we're signing croquet like golf. That's how it's always done online. Just sign golf game. Oh, and the trial. So a trial is you touch your head, which if you miss the touching your head, it doesn't matter. And then do trial, judging back and forth, which I think I won. I think I want you to sign for one. It's two X's where the right one, or in your case, the left one is over top and like pulls it in. One, like a victory, like one. But you can't be too certain about anything. Maybe, but I don't know. Maybe, don't know. In honey, don't know name place. I don't even know what the place is called. Did you get all that? That was a lot.
Yeah.
Tell me where I lost you.
I'm just trying to. Okay, can we go over Hatter's name sign real quick?
Yes. Okay. Hatter's name sign. Pull the hat on. So these are like, it's like a 3 that's modified. Like pull it in a little bit, pull the hat on, and then go straight up, like it's a stovepipe hat. So hat comes on and then up. Hatter.
Okay.
So that's Hatter's sign, which I didn't make up. It's all of the Alice in Wonderland stuff on the internet uses that sign. And then you got Hare. So March Hare, the 2 rabbits, but they go backwards. March Hare. Cheshire Cat. Griffin is eagle. Pig. Turtle. Trial. I think trial was a new one for you. Trial. It's, like these 2 open F's that are judging.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's judge. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That mainly makes sense, actually.
Okay.
Because most of that made sense and were close to what I was gonna sign. I just like a couple of signs I missed would make it incomprehensible. Incomprehensible.
Well, I don't know. You never know. A lot of this is incomprehensible because it's so crazy, right? It is what it is. It's
True.
Alice in Wonderland. Okay.
So now I'm gonna go on to questions I had for individual scenes real quick.
Go for it. Yep.
Hold on, I have to go through the thing so I can see where I wrote down notes.
You're totally fine.
So Dinah, we're explaining the name before the
We are.
show. Okay, good. I've answered that question. What was the sign for rude again?
Ugh.
And what's it's different from like hate? Because I keep signing rude.
I know.
sign
I
it a
always
lot.
sign just terrible for rude, but there is a different sign. It's like rude, right? Rude. Which I never ever use. I hate that sign because it looks like empty to me. Let me look at how it's legitimately signed so that I'm not lying to you about what it looks like. Yeah, okay. Because it's a flat palm instead. Okay, so rude is to take your flat palm and basically do empty, but with it flat. So rude. Oh, it's so rude. But I never see people sign that. Rude.
So signing like terrible instead works, or
Oh, so terrible. Yes. But if
Okay.
you need to disambiguate, use that sign. It's we all have signs we hate. That's one of mine. I hate the sign for rude.
okay.
So rude.
Yeah, I noticed she says it almost
A
every
million
tape,
times.
so
Feel free to use it. Like I said, it's just me. It's just me. We all have sign. That's one for me that I just don't like. So, but that does not make it a bad sign. That just makes me a bad person. So rude.
yeah. Got that. Got that. Da, 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 da. Oh, at one point someone says, if I don't want to get a pot thrown at me, and I go, the Duchess is gonna throw a pot at you? How do I sign
Okay.
throwing a pot at someone?
I'll
try to find the
let's
page
look
real
at that in that scene. So Duchess will throw at you. I mean, you're literally going to just show throwing something at you. I
Yeah.
don't want throw at me. So we're going to have her throw or him throw that way. And then you're going to be like, I don't want him throwing at me. I don't want him throwing at me. Right. So you're going to show it actually coming at you.
Okay. She says a lot of times like people should keep personal comments to themselves because everyone's telling her to cut her hair. How do I sign that?
People should keep personal comments themselves. I think there's an idiomatic sign for mind your own business. Let's see.
Yeah,
Yes.
personal comments are not in very good taste or something along those lines.
Right. Let's see. I don't like that one. That sign's not very good. That did not help. No, not also not. Credit for ASL interpreters. Let's see. Oh, okay. So one of the suggestions in the ASL interpreters group is focus on yourself. So what is the line?
It is, sorry, I have to find it again.
People need to.
Personal comments are not in good taste is one of
Okay,
them.
so people need to focus themselves.
Okay.
People need to focus themselves and just do it at that. That's the common way to sign it for mind your own business. And that's really what she's saying.
Okay. Found another one. Hold on. I don't like she at one point like starts interrupting the Duchess talking to the pig on page 20 and she says I don't like to interfere. And I didn't figure out how to sign that.
Okay, interfere. I would sign interfere, block, bother.
Yeah.
That
So it'd
that
be
would be
like,
the,
don't want to interfere.
yeah. Oh, I don't want to interfere.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then on the following page 21, blessing people after they sneeze is good manners.
Hmm. Sneeze, bless you, good manners. You know, I think I would just go very literal on that one, but put it in ASL word order. So sneeze, bless you, good manners.
Okay.
You know, all of those signs.
Yes.
Okay.
I've had to sign them before. I just did
Okay.
the word order felt wrong when I was
No,
signing
that's
it.
fine. I just never, just tell me if I need to like break down a sign and do it more slowly, because I know like with Zoom, it's not perfect. So
Yeah. Further down the page, please don't think me forward, but is there a reason for a cat to grin like that?
yeah. Okay, let's see. Please don't think me forward. It's gonna be something like sorry to bother you or sorry to pester. I think I would just sign sorry to ask, but cat grin like that, normal, right?
Cat grin like that, normal.
Sorry
Okay.
to ask. And then just do the sign for Cheshire Cat. Cheshire Cat, normal.
Okay. That actually answers another question of mine, which what was the sign for ask?
Ask. Actually, you got two possibilities. This is ask, almost like pray, right? But you can
Yeah.
also do ask, like drawing a question mark. Ask.
Okay.
And you can use them interchangeably. It's sort of like when and when, they mean the exact same thing.
Yeah. This next one I'm assuming is going to be very visual because it's a pun. But it is, I'm not living backwards, I'm living forwards.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's helpful. What is that?
Yeah,
in,
real
what,
great.
what page is that on?
22 towards the top.
22. Okay. If you were living backwards, like me, you become less. I think you're just gonna have to sign that because there's no way. I'm not living backwards. I'm living forwards. And make sure when you sign it, I'm not living backwards. Like you're actually like doing like you're going backwards with your fingers, right? But lean backwards when you do it and then go, I'm going forwards. Like make it clear with your body that you're moving that direction.
Okay. Yeah, that I read that line and I thought that sounds bad.
It doesn't make sense to anyone. It's not going to make sense in English or in ASL. It's Alice in Wonderland.
True.
All crazy.
There's a lot of times where she asks, like, do you think the queen will object to my company?
Okay.
Or she says something like, do you think I should go to the Crowgate game? Or she says, like, do you think? And I don't know how to do that.
Get the do you think. You don't want do you think.
Yeah.
Instead, just then ask the question like, me go to the croquet game? Yeah. And if you're questioning it, just do the yeah at the end with your eyebrows raised and it will make it a question.
Okay, so queen will object to my company.
Queen object to me? Yeah.
Okay.
And object would just be offended. Offended, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like yeah, offended, because I remember for Remote Quimby that one. My notes are okay.
You're fine.
Page 24.
Yep.
Is honestly the one that scares me the most when she's talking with the cat.
Okay.
So starting from the line, I'm a little confused between surrounding and frowning, sort of, but then the rest of it has that like describing the differences between a dog and cat.
Okay.
And I feel like I'm signing it wrong every time.
Me confused, right? So you touch your head and then round and round. I'm confused. Smiling, frowning. Just shows smiling, frowning, right? What's a dog do when he's happy? Wags his tail. Show wagging a tail. Literally show wagging a tail. And when he's angry, he growls, right? He growls, comes up.
Yeah.
When I'm angry and growl when I'm happy, I call that purring. Okay. Call it what you like. It's all part of the nice madness. I am having a good time. It's also unusual. Me enjoying myself. So unusual.
Okay.
Let's see.
And then she says, yes, I did. You heard that, which is rude in ASL.
Yeah,
so.
you're right. So, you know, something unusual. Yes, I did. You heard that. Are you going to click right? What did she hear? Call it what you like.
At the beginning of the play, she's like, oh, I'm sitting by the bank. Oh, how I wish something unusual would happen. And then White Rabbit shows up.
Okay. So that's what you said you wanted, you know, something unusual to happen. Yes, I did. You were paying attention to me, right?
Okay.
You were paying attention to me, or you heard that. Are you going to play croquet with the queen? I think so. Yes, maybe. Right?
Okay.
It's all one and the same. That's the rule. Doesn't matter. Same. You're catching on. I'm trying. By the way, did you say the baby changed into a fig? No, a pig.
So how's that like fig pig thing going?
I'm gonna have to figure it out. I think I'm probably gonna use farm, no pig. Farm, no pig. You know, because those are close.
Yeah, I just put a line around it like that's an audio pun.
You've got to do pig, so it's a matter of me coming up with something for the cat to say, which I think I'll do farm.
Okay.
It was one or the other. Well, I expect the only thing to do now is run faster and faster. Well, I expect now I just need to run away faster and faster, right? Just show the running. Oh dear, I'm so tired. I've just got to sit down for a while. Just do tired and sit.
Yeah.
And how long do you say? Well, maybe 10 minutes, because that's how long intermission is, right?
Yeah. Is there a special way? Sorry to move on.
No, you're
is there
good.
a special way we're signing tea party specifically?
We're mostly going to just sign tea. If we need to sign party, we'll do tea and then party with the P's. Okay. Party. So tea party, but we'll mostly just sign the tea.
Okay.
And tea is the same as coffee, but with, you know, open F's.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Getting used to tea. What's the sign for ice cream? Ice cream. To hold a cone in front of your mouth like you're eating ice cream. You have to actually lick it, but it's like you're licking ice cream. Okay. Oh, that leads me to another question. When we used to sign for like Joseph and stuff, we would like mouth along with what we're saying, but because we have an actor next to us, do we do that or no? I would assume not. Okay. Yeah. I mean, if you do like naturally, it's okay, but there's no need to. You won't have people reading your lips. If there are people reading lips, they'll read lips of the person beside you. If you do it just because it's sort of a natural inclination, don't worry about it. It's not like it's a problem. A lot of deaf people do it, but you don't need to. Okay. Just keep your signs as concise and clear as possible. Okay. That's all you got to focus on. Of course there's of course there's room. There's plenty of room. Look at all the places. It's on page 27. Let's see. No room. Okay, so opposite, they're gonna sign, it's full, it's full, it's full. You're gonna go, it's not full, look. So you're gonna go not full, you're gonna do the negative because they've done the positive. Not full, and then you're gonna show it because there's gonna be room there, right? There's plenty of room. I'll sit here, right? I'll sit here, right? So yeah, so not full, plenty of room, I'll sit here. Okay.
Have some ice cream. There's no ice cream. Nothing ice cream.
Oh, what's the sign for riddle?
Oh, good question. Riddle? Riddle? I think. Let me look.
Honestly, the whole riddle scene is terrifying in ASL because you have like, why is a thistle like a thermometer? Like,
Ugh, I gotta look
you
at that.
start saying nonsense.
Well, I already had to deal with the dormouse with the story.
Mm.
Wait, what's that sign? Test you can't tell. No, I don't like that sign at all. Ugh, okay, everybody's trying to sign riddles, but not ASL sign for riddle. Okay. Oh, I hate it when it's like they've got a sign for riddle and then you look at it and they finger spell it.
Oh yeah, that's always the worst.
And then all of these that you click on, it's like they're telling you a riddle. Ugh, no. I'll have to do a little research into that.
Okay. Yeah, whenever you do a video for that riddle scene for the hair, you could just do my lines as well. Like,
Okay, I will. I'll make a scene for that one. And I'm the hatter, so I've got a bunch of it I've got to figure out for me too.
yeah, I looked at that scene and I was like, huh?
But it's supposed to be crazy. So like,
Yeah.
whatever, it's crazy.
So if it's crazy, it's crazy. It's just, yeah, it's crazy enough that I have no clue what's to do there. Oh, how are we signing dormouse compared to just mouse?
Yeah, I know. I'm not sure that we are. I don't think we have a place where they're both on the stage where we can't just call them the same thing.
Okay.
I mean, they're
mouse.
both mice.
Yeah. Do you know the sign for joke?
Yes, joke. So again, that X, right? Non-dominant hand down, dominant hand up, and it just basically goes over the top. Joke.
Okay.
Joke.
That makes sense. For most of this, whenever you do a video for the scene, I'll be able to figure out what I'm missing. Yeah, I'm trying to think of specific signs that I'm missing. Oh, anyone. Like, has anyone tried to steal the tarts yet? Or she asked a lot of those types of questions. Yeah.
Someone. Where you take
So
the
someone.
Someone.
Yeah, someone steal.
Anyone.
Okay. That makes sense. Another scene that's going to be very fun to translate is her with the mock turtle, because they say things like lobster quadrille. So,
which is a dance, right?
Yes.
So we're probably going to call it the fish's dance.
Ah, okay.
I mean, a lobster quadrille is not real anyway. It might as well be a fish dance.
Yeah, fish dance. There's witting as well, because
witty, just smart.
No, not witty. Witting. Said witting to a snail. It's a small fish.
Oh, whiting. Whiting. That's a whiting.
Whiting.
We'll
I can't
still
read
do
it.
Fish. Oh, what's the sign for snail?
Because it said, said a whiting to a snail. What's a whiting? A small fish. So if it's just fish, why is she asking what it is?
What line is that? What page is it?
39.
Okay. Will you walk a little faster? Said a whiting to a snail. What's a whiting? A small fish.
Whenever you do the mock turtles video, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Whiting. Will you walk a little faster instead of whiting to a snail? What's a whiting? A small fish. I insist. The hell? All right, I'll have to see if I can find like a technical sign for a strange name for a fish that nobody would know so that we can explain it.
Yeah.
Right.
Whenever I
Right.
see the phrase "what's a blank," I feel terrible because I'm just like, oh no.
You're right. That's always going to be problematic because it's like, because it's, yeah, if we've already signed it, like now, how do you take away the visual that was already there?
Yeah, how do you say, actually, no, I know nothing.
Right. Exactly. Can't undo what you've already done. Well, good
What's
times.
the
Excellent.
what's the sign for history?
History. But that's like the subject in school history. If you're talking about like, what does he say? Does he say, tell us your history?
Yeah, well, now you must tell us your history, and then later
Okay.
I say, I
Tell us
enjoyed
your
hearing your
story.
history.
Just
Yeah.
do your story. Tell us your story or your life, right? Your life or your story.
Story or life. Okay. What's witness?
Witness. Witness. So it's like speaker, right? But with a W. Witness.
Okay.
And that is the legal sign for it. Witness. That sign is used in two places, court and church. Specifically like Baptist churches. They have witnesses. Witnessing.
The phrase, but it seems to me this one isn't going quite as it should.
Okay, where is that?
43.
43. No, good. I just want to see it in context. But I have never attended a trial before, but it seems to me this one isn't going quite as it should. Okay, but it seems to me this one isn't going quite as it should. That's that topsy-turvy sign, something that's upside down and not working right.
Okay. How do you do like you're sure? Like you sure you didn't see anyone steal?
You're sure you didn't see someone steal the tarts? That's
Okay.
steal, right?
Yeah.
I
I
think you know
remember
that one from
steal.
Joseph. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of stealing.
Lots of stealing, especially because I learned like all of the songs for fun. Because I was like, this would be a good way to practice ASL, and then now I know how
It is.
so
It's a good way to
ingrained in
learn.
my brain.
I think I learned more sign by doing deaf theater when I was a teenager than anything.
Doing the dishes.
Doing the dishes is like doing the dishes, but it doesn't make sense. It's got to be in context. Where is that? Let's see.
It's still on 43. It says, Marianne, I suppose, is home doing the dishes or getting a haircut. Now then, the Hatter knows nothing about the stolen tarts.
Okay, Marianne, I suppose, is home doing the dishes. Just do cleaning or getting a haircut wherever you cut it. Now then, the Hatter knows nothing. Do the sign for clueless, knows nothing. Clueless, knows nothing about the stolen tarts, and he's quite innocent and free to go. So you know the sign for innocent? Innocent. Yes. Innocent and free.
I remembered because there was for Deaf version of Spring Awakening, they signed innocent instead of fool or something like that. And I remember looking at that and being like, oh, that makes sense.
Innocent.
Give my regards.
Let's really say hello. Give my regards, or just say hello. Say hello. say hello to the March hare and dormouse. I would just, yeah.
Okay.
It'll get lost in it'll get lost in the mix of everything. It's not a great way to sign it, but there isn't a great way. So
On 44, Alice starts saying, state your, and then the rabbit goes, state your name, your address. This trial is going to be fun to sign.
we're going to do say for that. State your, so it'll be,
So just say.
just say. Let's see.
45. What's just this whole scene is a problem. Because maybe just because the poem says you stole the tarts doesn't mean it's true. I've heard poems that are not the truth. And then twinkle, twinkle, little bat, how I wonder where you're at. Now we all know that bats don't twinkle.
Okay. So, poem, which is like a song, but with a P, poem, quote, like says poem, quote, stole the tarts. Not true, just do false. Doesn't mean it's true, false. Poems, false. And that's fine.
The not like the bottom hand for poem, what is it doing?
So you know how you sign sing or song? Yeah. Okay, same, but with a P.
Okay, open hand. Got it.
Yeah. Poem. Yeah.
Yeah.
So poem, quote, stole pie, false. Poem's false. Okay. And then we've got twinkle, twinkle, little bat. So you're going to do twinkle like it's a star, twinkle, little bat. Do you have a sign for bat?
No.
Bat. So two double X's, bat. So twinkle, twinkle, little bat. How I wonder where you're at. Now then, bats don't twinkle, right? So you're just going to sign. So, all right, twinkle, twinkle, little bat, wonder, wonder. What? Bats don't twinkle. Okay.
Okay.
They squeak. Yes, but they don't twinkle. So for Knave, we're doing soldier.
Okay. So the point is the poor Knave didn't steal.
Poor Knave didn't steal the tarts. Poem false.
So for tarts, should we sign it like pie or like cake?
Let's do pie.
Pie?
Pie.
Okay.
Because it's going to be clearer doing it that way over and over again.
Yeah. I think my name is.
I call Alice, and you're like, here, raise your hand for here.
Okay.
And then, all right.
All right. And then I think my name is Alice.
Yeah, I think my name is Alice. That's fine.
So should I do the name sign Alice or fingerspell?
Oh, no. Name sign. Sorry.
Okay. At least I did when I got up this morning.
So I used to live in a lovely white house. At least I did when I woke up this morning. At least I did as just sort of this, you know.
Yeah. Top of 46. Suppose you might say my occupation is daydreaming. I do a great deal of it. Why does Alice speak like this?
Because she's Alice. Yeah. I suppose you might say my occupation, my job is daydreaming. I suppose you might say my occupation is daydreaming, and I do a great deal of it. And I think it would be great fun if we would share those tarts and someone could make some tea.
Okay.
Fun, share, tarts, tea. Cherry.
Are they cherry? Yeah.
Cherry.
Cherry.
Just literally like grab your little finger. I don't know why that's a cherry, but that's a cherry,
Okay. Fun random sign.
right? Cherry.
Oh, I agree. It's sheer nonsense. Wondrous nonsense.
Oh, I agree. It's truly nonsense, topsy-turvy. Oh, I agree. It's sheer nonsense, wondrous nonsense, just wonderful.
Okay. I thought I would do the topsy-turvy symbol. I just wasn't sure.
Yeah,
Oh,
do that for nonsense.
If you turn your nose up at nonsense here.
We won't. Let me do this whole scene for everybody because I need to do the Queen and Alice back and forth correctly. And I'm afraid if I give you one sign and I'm going to forget it and then do it differently.
Yeah, if whenever you do the scenes, you just happen to include Alice's lines, that would be greatly appreciated.
I only stopped the other day when I hit that monologue.
Yeah, that's mainly why I wanted to go over the monologue, just
Right.
because those are the ones that don't need
Right.
video, like they're not part of the video.
When we stop, I'm gonna do at least one of the scenes we're doing tomorrow.
Okay. Oh, I have one more question. And I'll fix you some tea. Is there like a specific like making of tea? It's like in the page 7.
I think you would just sign I'll prepare some tea.
Prepare tea. Okay, that makes more sense than whatever I was doing with my hands earlier.
Doesn't make sense. I think I would prepare tea.
Okay. I knew there was something I could do there, but it just like fix you. No, that isn't correct.
No, prepare
Make felt wrong. Yeah. Oh, I have one other question. In the video on page 9, there was sitting on a wooded bank. You just signed sitting down. Do I need to specify I'm near a river or no? Because originally when I glossed it before I saw the video, I did sitting near river.
That's fine. If you can get that in, that's fine.
Okay. Do I need to include the near river or can I cut it?
Not really, because it never comes up again.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure that, like, I'll try to include it. I'll see how fast she does it.
It won't make any difference if you miss it. The whole point is you're sitting there doing nothing, right?
Oh, what's the sign for Earth again?
Earth. So your right hand is in a fist, and then your dominant hand is middle finger and thumb touching, and then kind of your other fingers are up, and you're kind of moving around a little bit. That's Earth.
Rocking it. Okay.
Yeah.
So what's center? Because arriving to the center of the Earth, and I have it.
Center. Yeah. Center of the Earth.
Center Earth. A mirror smiled back at me.
A mirror smiled back at you. Okay. Look at the mirror. Smile. Look. Look.
Look. Okay.
Yeah, so do this, doing it, looking, and then looking back at you.
Okay. I got that one. Oh, on page 11, I wonder what Dinah, my cat, would think of all of this. Such a fall, I dare say, would probably cause her hair to stand on end.
So when a cat's hair stands on end, it's afraid, right? But there's actually a sign for that, and it's this afraid. Instead of this afraid, it's this afraid. Okay. So it would probably stand her hair on end. So just let her be afraid up.
What stairs again? I remember being shown it.
Stairs.
Yeah.
We always show going down, like walking down the stairs.
3 stairs till landing.
Walking down the stairs, 3 stairs. So show the stairs and then do the 3 and do stairs again.
Is there like a sign for like go through for like I shall never be able to go through this little doorway? Like
just go through.
Okay.
And you could even do like a person going. No, that's too confusing. Just do the hand going through.
Okay. Okay, I think that's mainly it. Because the rest are scenes with people.
Okay.
So
well, I'll go do one of those now. Let me go look and see what she's got us doing tomorrow, and I'll post one of those to the YouTube channel.
Okay, Thank you so
All
much.
right, you bet. Thanks for
Yeah.
being flexible. Today was weird.
Oh yeah,
Thanks.
no problem. Seriously, thank you so much.
Appreciate it. All right, bye.
Wait, are you
I'll
gonna
pick
put
you
this?
up.
Okay,
And we're
are you gonna put
6
this recording on YouTube or send it to me, or where can I get this recording?
Good question. Let's see. I'll figure that out and I'll email it to you, or I'll email you a
Okay.
link. Okay.
Okay.
And I'll pick you up tomorrow at 6:15.
Okay.
All right. See you then.
See ya. Bye.
Toodles.